Sorry, this video is going to be on this cheap fold-up camping table, but I'm actually at work right now watching these air separation plants. So, while I had a little bit of spare time, I was going to try and finish this video up for you guys. Well, finally finished the 17 design build. Just got the new handguard in the mail today. This is an American Defense. I have some of their scope mounts and I really like them. And of all the companies that had a 10 to 11 inch handguard in stock, this is the one that I wanted. Pretty high quality. I really like it. I wanted M-LOK as well. This is a 10.75 inch handguard. And this barrel is a 12.5 inch Odin-Works barrel. So you can see the muzzle device, how it goes in. No part of the barrel is actually sticking out of the handguard. The Cry Havoc, this adds 1.4 inches to the length of the actual handguard, so you got to keep that in mind when you're purchasing a handguard for this. Initially I had purchased a Radical Firearms 10 inch handguard that is a Primary Arms exclusive. They're both based out of Houston, Texas. So it was a good price on that one that I bought. However, it had some anti-rotation devices on the actual handguard. You know, a lot of times they'll have a tab that sticks out on each side of the rail to kind of straighten itself with the upper receiver and to keep it from rotating. Well, those devices don't typically work with this Cry Havoc system. You can see the handguard has to sit flush with this system. There are some cutouts up here for those anti-rotation devices specifically, but the ones that were on the 10 inch Radical Firearm handguard that I had didn't even fit in that. So instead of trying to just cut it up and make it work, I went ahead and bought this ADM handguard, which I really like. I actually like this one a lot better. Something else to note on this build, the only thing that's left is I need to get an actual forward assist. I don't have that in there, but everything else is complete. Something I don't necessarily like about this is the upper that I use is a GunTech upper, and it's a billet upper, which means they can kind of make it designed to look cool. You can see like the deflector kind of sticks up a little bit. The actual upper itself is just beefier than normal. It does feel like it's good quality, but I probably would never buy one of these uppers again. It's it just isn't, it doesn't fit that well with everything else that I normally use. Like, I always use these Strike Industries Ultimate dust covers just because they're easy to get in and out, and it's so thick that the actual plastic of the dust cover rubs on the upper itself, so whenever the bolt gets pushed back or you pull back the charging handle, it'll only pop the dust cover open like that, which when you're shooting, that's not going to be an issue because the brass will fling it open. However, it's just kind of a pesky thing. Also, like I mentioned earlier about the Radical Firearms handguard having the anti-rotation tabs, that doesn't even fit on this upper. Even with those tabs, it was so beefy around here that it didn't allow those tabs to even come across. So I don't know, it's just stuff like that. It just makes it more of a hassle to make it work. Also, something to note, you can see this cutout right here for the battery release, you know, bolt. This is the bolt lock pretty much. I always try to get these Strike Industries extended levers just because it makes it a little bit easier going, you know, pressing the top or bottom, whether you're trying to unlock it or lock it. And these typically stick out to about here, the top part does, but because of the way this is designed, once I got it all put together, I wasn't able to actually press the bolt release, so the bolt was half locked back, and I was like, oh great, how's this going to work? So I took the locking pins out, and luckily I was able to get it apart, and then instead of just getting a new one of these, I just used a cutting wheel and just cut that off to where it would work with this. But so if I had to choose again, I probably wouldn't go with this GunTech billet upper but it does look cool, and now that it's working, you know, it is what it is, whatever. But yeah, I really like it. Let me show you how it gets taken down. So to get the barrel and the handguard off with this havoc system, you have to have the BCG locked back, because the bolt will actually lock into the barrel if it's functioning correctly, and it just makes it a lot harder to actually remove. So you pop these tabs open, and if you press down, it separates the barrel, you can see. Then you take the hooks out, and there you go. So there's that. And then with the 17 design, you have to release the bolt because the bolt is locked back. With the BCG forward, then you could fold this. This is with the SB Tactical SB3 arm stabilizing brace. You can see it's in the full rearward position. You know, if you had a shorter barrel than mine, you probably wouldn't collapse like that, but with my 12.5-inch barrel, I found that it's better to keep it like that. And I'm going to be getting an optic on here soon, so I plan to actually store it with the rail facing downward, so the optic kind of has some space. But you could see, you know, if I just store it in here like this, then use the supplied Velcro strap, it makes it a pretty compact package here. So again, this is with the 12.5-inch barrel. I'm planning on using this in my vehicle in a backpack. I'm going to have a red dot up here. So depending on the red dot you have, it might fit up here. It's up to your own setup and how you want to run it. I'm thinking about having one of those cord Velcro straps, you know, that kind of log in, you can cable management type straps, and just having that attached to the end of the barrel here, so it's kind of a more secure fit. But yeah, so let's see it get put back together. I'm just holding the barrel back just enough so that way the actual bolt isn't locked into the barrel, but that's it. Tell me what you think I should get for my red dot optic. I'm probably going to get a Trigicon MRO. I really like those, however I'm open to ideas. Second in line red dot optic I'm probably going to get is a hollow sun with the actual solar panel on the top of it, but those are the top two right now. I have I've tried some other optics. You know, I don't typically use red dots. However, I really want an optic here that has a long battery life. I don't have to really worry about it too much. And so that's why I'm getting a red dot here. So yeah, again, like I said in the previous video, I have the Strike Industries sail compensator on right now. It's 1.5 inches long. The Strike Industries Warhog is 1.3 inches long, and it has a lot smaller baffle. I'm going to be testing and comparing the two muzzle devices for this. But there she is. Also, sneak peek on my next build. It's for everyone who loves irony. I don't know if you've seen these Strike Industries snowflake lowers. Here they are. You could see it's got a nice unicorn. You can see safe space triggered. And I went ahead and wanted to make this colorful, rainbow colored, you know, feel good type gun, because why not? And I actually have the dust cover downstairs. It's not installed yet, but it's the same type of oil slick. And I'm actually going to be opening up this ejection port because this is going to be a big bore. So for added irony, this is going to be chambered in 450 Bushmaster. Waiting on a barrel. The barrel I'm going to be buying is a Tromix barrel. Should be in stock later this month. I have everything else that I need except the muzzle device for that as well. But yeah, this all these items, all these oil slick items are from a company called Mid-State Firearms. they do different kinds of coating, but you could see it's pretty unique. So stay tuned for that build. I'm going to be going over different types of ammo and stuff that I'm going to be using for the 450. So yeah, you can see the bolt is even rainbow colored. Every accessory that I have that I was able to get with this oil slick coating, I went ahead and got it. These parts aren't the cheapest, but if you want a unique gun and an ironic gun like this 450 Bushmaster Thumper is going to be, Snowflake, yeah, check them out. Mid-State Firearms. They have a lot of stuff in this coating, amongst other types of coatings. They even have an upper-lower combo. You can get the entire gun in this coating if you wanted, but I kind of wanted a Spikes Tactical Snowflake lower. So, yep. Thanks for the support. I hope to get all this stuff done shortly. I'm going to be shooting this gun here in the next week or two, whenever my work schedule allows, and I will be doing this one shortly after.